So we just watched Ernest and
Celestine.
Sarah. How did you think about it?
It was very nice, touching movie.
So, as you have just seen, the movie title is Ernest and Celestine. Very French. As you see from the poster, and if you have seen the trailer and all, it's basically about this big bear who is lazy and lives in the bear world. And there's a mouse who lives underground and lives in this mouse world. And this bear is wanted to be a musical artist person, and but he sort of failed, and he's very hungry. So he tries to eat this mouse that just came up to get teeth, which is what he does for a living, sort of. Teeth, 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 teeth. Blah. And the bears, Ernest and Celestine. And then they become friends, and lots of things happen. They break the law of both worlds. They collide together, and in the end, they become like best friends, and like la 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 la. So like when you first hear the story, it sounds really baby, right? And if you can tell from like the picture, it's like totally shouts out to you, okay, this is an all age movie. If you go to see this, you'll probably be a freak. And that's sort of how I felt when I got to the cinema. I started to want to watch it because it got nominated for the Academy Awards and stuff, and I get persuaded by that a lot. So I decided to watch it, and then I totally regretted it when I sat in the cinema and lots of 3-year-olds were starting to look like my best friends. It's an animation, it's all ages. Yes, you can probably see what's gonna happen. But in the end, I loved it. I totally loved it. It's like, yes, it's true, I was the only person who was older than 5, but it's totally gorgeous, the pictures, I think it's even more beautiful than Frozen, which people might hate me for saying this. But I think it has totally gorgeous pictures. All those it's like a painting sort of style of drawing, and I just can't explain it by words. It's a beautiful motion picture. It's not 3D. It's not like fancy and all, but it's truly like make your eyes rest from all those dirty things you see in real life. But this whole story itself is painfully pretty realistic. If you first hear the story, which I just told you, it'll seem like a total baby story, like bear and a mouse, we can't be best friends. No, but we can be best friends because we're in this animal world where everybody becomes best friends and not food. And
Follow me, you plus LG plus 5.
this is something a little more than that. It's like they actually show this pain in society that we go through. Like, if you just take out all the animal world away, two artists who goes through life and fights orders and laws that don't make sense and is unquestioned throughout the whole society. He's really hungry, and he goes to the court and he says, I'm just freaking hungry and dying here, and this law is all that matters right now to you guys. And they're like, yeah. My favorite line in the whole movie was this: at dinner time, he tells his son, the only way to get rich is to make other people's teeth rot and keep yours clean and safe and sound. Okay, it was something like that. I'm new to this review thing. It's first of all, beautiful picture, and second of all, this queer, realistic mirroring of our society. And that isn't probably aimed for little kids. It's for like people older like us to watch and realize society is following rules, that nobody questions. Okay, there's lots of moral lessons, and it's not like some boring kid movie you have to sleep through. It actually means some things to us. Well, it sort of like calms, gives peace to your mind. Yet this swirling little tiny storm about, something deeper, which is something I really, really like, those kind of movies. But again, my opinions are totally personal. So if you're like totally not an animation type of person, you probably shouldn't watch it. If you're expecting something a lot more from a kid movie, okay, I'm saying it's gorgeous, it's something more meaningful, portray society, but it stays in that animation level. You can't expect a whole lot, like RoboCop and stuff like, where adults can say it and be like, oh, portrait society, but 5-year-old can be like, yay, fun movie with bears and mice. So it was a pretty good movie, fabulous and gorgeous. You can always definitely trust the Academy Award nominees. See you next time!